Welcome friends. Myself Swati Pawar, Assistant Professor of Agricultural Extension Education from KKWA College of Agriculture. Today we are going to discuss about the personality traits. Already in the last two sessions we have seen the personality development, meaning of personality, definition of personality, what factors affecting on a personality also. Today we are going to see about the personality traits. According to our syllabus, we have the 5 types of the personality traits. See, in 1940s, German-born a psychologist Hans Eysenck built of a Jung's dichotomy of the introversion versus extroversion hypothesis that there were only two defining personality traits. According to them, only they have the 2 types of the personality traits, extroversion and neuroticism. Individual could be high or low on each of these traits, leading to 4 key types of the personalities. Eysenck also connected with the personality to the physical body in greater way than most earlier psychology researchers as the philosophers. He posited that difference in the limbic system resulted in varying hormones and the hormonal activation. Those who were already highly stimulated would naturally seek out less stimulation, while those who were naturally less stimulated would search for greater stimulation. American psychologist Lewis Goldberg may be the most prominent researchers in the field of the personality psychology. His group-breaking work whittled down Raymond Cattell's 16 fundamental factors of personality into 5 primary factors. Similarly to the 5 factors found by fellow psychology researchers in 1960s. The 5 factors Goldberg identified as the primary factors of personality are: first one extroversion, second one agreeableness, third one consciousness, fourth one neuroticism, fifth one openness to experience. Since the big 5 is the most mainstream and widely accepted framework for the personality, the rest of this space will focus exclusively on this framework. Ocean means the 5 factors or the 5 personality traits. We can say the ocean: O for openness to experience, C for consciousness, E for extroversion, A for agreeableness, N for neuroticism. A popular acronym for the big 5 is the ocean. The 5 factors are laid out in the order here. See, first one, openness to experience. Openness to experience has been described as the depth of complexity of an individual's mental life and the experiences. It is also sometimes called the intellect or the imagination. Openness to experience concerns people's willingness to try to do new things, their ability to the vulnerable, and their capability to think outside the box. Common traits related to the openness to experience include imagination, varied interest, originality, daringness, preference for variety, cleverness, creativity, curiosity, intellect, complexity. An individual who is high in openness to experience is likely to someone who has a love of learning, enjoys the arts, engages in a creative career or hobby, and likes meeting new people. An individual who is low in openness to experience probably prefers routine over variety, sticks to what he or she knows, and prefers less abstract arts as well as the entertainment. Next one is consciousness. Consciousness is a trait that can be described as the tendency to control the impulses and an act in socially acceptable ways. behaviors that facilitate goal-directed behavior. Conscious people excel in their ability to delay gratification, work within the rules, and plan and organize effectively. Traits within the conscious factor include is a persistence, ambition, thoroughness, self-discipline, consistency, predictability, control, reliability, resourcefulness, hard work, energy, perseverance, and planning. People who have a high in consciousness are likely to be successful in school and in their careers, to excel in a leadership position also, and to doggedly pursue their goals with determination of forethought. People low in consciousness are much more likely to procrastinate and to be a fighting, impetus, and impulsive. Next one is extroversion. This factor has two familiar ends with the spectrum, extroversion and introversion. It concerns where an individual draws their energy from and how they interact with others. In general, extrovert draws the energy from or recharge by reacting with others, while introverts get right from the interacting with others and replenish their energy with solitude. Assertiveness, merriness, outgoing nature, energy, talkativeness, ability to articulate, fun-loving nature, tendency for the affection, friendliness, social confidence. These are the some traits. The traits associated with extroversion are people high in extroversion tend to speak or tend to seek out the opportunities for social interaction, means they wants to do the only the social interaction with the others. They always try to seek out the opportunity for to be a social, where they are often the life of the party. They are comfortable with others and they are planned to do spend some time with the others. Next one is agreeableness. This factor concerns how well people get along. This factor concerns how well people get along with others, while extroversion concerns sources of energy and the pursuit of the interaction with others. Agreeableness concerns one's orientation to the others. It is a construct that rests on how an individual generally interact with others. The following traits fall under the umbrella of agreeableness: altruism, trust, modesty, humbleness, patience, moderation, tact, politeness, kindness, loyalty, unselfishness, helpfulness, sensitivity, ambiguity, amiability, cheerfulness, consideration. People high in agreeableness tend to be well liked, respected, and sensitive to the needs of others. They likely have few enemies and are affectionate to their friends and loved ones, as well as the sympathetic to the plights of strangers. Next one is a neuroticism. See, neuroticism is not a factor of meanness or incompetence, but one of confidence and being comfortable in one's own skin. It encompasses one's emotional stability and general temper. These traits are commonly associated with neuroticism. Premises, moodiness, jealousy, testiness, fear, nervousness, anxiety, timidness, wariness, self-criticism, lack of confidence, and so on. Those high in neuroticism are generally prone to anxiety, sadness, worry, low self-esteem. They may be a temperamental or easily angered, and they tend to be a self-conscious and unsure of themselves. Individuals who score on the low end of the neuroticism are more likely to feel confident, sure of themselves, and adventurous. They may also to be a brave, or uncumbered, unencumbered by worry or self doubt. Thank you everyone for patiently listening.